Everyone's seen a movie trailer. Pretty simple. Dude with a cool voice, epic music, scenes conveniently edited in place so the movie looks wicked cool, but that of course doesn't always mean the movie will be good. Wow, so fucking insightful, right? Anyways, there is a point to this, and that is, do some trailers just show too damn much?
We have painted a bloody picture, but it is only a small part of what actually takes place in I drink your blood and I eat your skin.
Yeah, the rest is painful filler. Some trailers just show way too much content. Horror movies seem to be the most notorious for this shit, and really, the last place you want spoilers to be shown in the fucking trailer is a horror movie. These films are supposed to thrive on their suspense and scares. You can't show them in the fucking preview! Couldn't you show me something that shows me virtually nothing, but still tells me exactly what I think it is?
Warning. What you will see in the movie Pieces cannot be revealed, cannot be described, cannot even be imagined. And you don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. Pieces. It's exactly what you think it is. Pieces.
That works! Mil Gritos Tien la Noche, or in short, and in English, Pieces, was co-written by Joe D'Amato. I spotlight him because he's the filmmaker I know the most about in this case, and the movie really does have kind of a D'Amato feel to it. A college is under attack by a maniac with a chainsaw who's been leaving pieces of young, big-breasted co-eds strewn all over the campus. A police lieutenant infiltrates the campus using the help of an agent going undercover as a tennis instructor in an attempt to uncover the identity of the killer. The film begins with a young boy, I'm guessing in his early teens, putting a puzzle together. Seems pretty innocent.
And all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put the pieces together.
Where did this filth come from? Answer me! What I have to put up with!
So Psycho Mom doesn't agree with her son liking girls, nor does she seem to care too much about his interest in puzzles. So I guess she doesn't want grandchildren, or for her son to boost his long-term mental performance.
I'll kill you if I ever find stuff like that in the house again!
Well, what's a boy to do if he can't look at naked women? How about become a vicious psychopath? How is there any mystery of who the killer is? Obviously he grows up to be Patrick Bateman.
Hey, Paul!
After the credits, we go 40 years later. Whoever the killer is, I'm still voting for Bateman, is still in possession of his mother's belongings. The killer also still has the dirty puzzle with him, which I'm sure will have some symbolic meaning later. That or he's simply just a horny nerd that has a thing for brutal murder. We cut to a young girl minding her studies in the park when a masked dude with a chainsaw shows up. If that's the gardener, I'm Alex fucking Trebek.
Hey, you gonna be long? If so, I'll move somewhere else.
Just a few minutes, miss.
Just a minute, miss. I'll be right down. Two policemen, Lieutenant Bracken and Sergeant Holden, arrive at the campus to talk to the dean about the recent murders. Holy shit, it's Ron Burgundy!
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Thank you, sir.
The cops suspect that it's somebody on the campus committing these murders, so let's do a rundown of potential suspects. We've got Scary Gardner, who's the size of a bear that uses the same chainsaw as the fucking killer. Ron Burgundy. Hell, it could be anybody. It could be the secretary. It could be any one of these students. What if there's more than one guy? What if it's the police that's been behind the whole thing? But I'll tell you this, no way it's the dean. The killer strikes again, this time deciding to decorate the campus swimming pool deck. The gardener shows up at the scene of the crime and the cops spring into action. He King Kong Bundy's their asses, but they eventually subdue him. Burgundy is an anatomy teacher, so they ask him on his thoughts if the murders were done with the chainsaw left at the crime scene. Let's just say,
It's exactly what you think it is.
Bracken wants the murders to be hush-hush, because ignorance is bliss, I suppose.
And 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Speaking of bliss, Lieutenant Bracken enlists the help of an agent/tennis champion named Mary Riggs to go undercover as a tennis instructor, and a student named Kendall to keep his eyes open for any suspicious activity around the campus.
Oh, dear, sir, you made me jump.
Who made you jump? Who is this, sir?
What are you doing? No! Please, no!
Jesus! I'd make a joke about him somehow managing to sneak a chainsaw into the elevator from behind his fucking back, but that seriously is a shitty and scary way to die. Getting stuck in an elevator sucks in general. Stuck in an elevator with a chainsaw killer? That's just not fucking fair. What the fuck? The killer's a ninja? When did this turn into Fear City? Surprisingly, Bruce Lee here isn't the killer. It's the Kung Fu professor who claims he was out jogging and somehow ended up on the ground. You think it might be because you just attacked the fucking woman? Good God, there's a murder investigation and he's out going kick crazy on anyone that turns a corner. How has he not been fucking shot yet? The dirty puzzle is about done, which means pretty soon we're gonna know what this all means. I most likely didn't mention this before, and I really wouldn't be surprised if I didn't, but in every crime scene there have been certain body parts missing. I wonder if this has anything to do with the title of the film and the whole puzzle subplot. Wait! It's exactly what I think it is! Nah, no it isn't. So the killer rigs up some silly music to play because it makes sawing up a girl in a shower room a hell of a lot funnier. Big Bear, Kendall, and Riggs spread out to shut the music off and find out what the fuck is going on.
What happened?
Another one.
While we were out here fumbling with that music, the lousy bastard was in there killing her! Bastard!
Riggs has a walk and talk with Burgundy. Who better to shoot the shit with?
I'm so used to bodies. Dead ones, that is. I'm afraid I'm callous.
Not like the dean, huh? He seems like an old softy.
Obviously, you don't know much about campus politics.
Why do you say that?
Because to survive on a campus this size, you have to be tough. I wouldn't bet on anyone's chances against the dean.
Kendall is sent to work with Sergeant Holden to try to piece together what evidence they have, while Riggs goes to visit the dean. He invites her in and starts making her some tea, and wait a minute, that doesn't look like cream to me. Oh, come on. I'm sure this has nothing to do with him hacking up co-eds and keeping pieces of them.
You know, if we don't find out something soon, we'll have to get a warrant and search the entire campus.
Shit. And all this time I thought it was the fucking secretary.
The dean's the one. Apparently his mother was chopped up when he was a kid. It must have affected his mind.
I can't seem to move right.
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
So yeah, the dean is the killer, if it hasn't been hammered into your fucking head enough yet.
We don't want to make a mess in here.
The cops show up just in the nick of time to stop Dean Bateman, finally stopping his blood-soaked reign of terror. Well, it's over. The dean is stopped, Riggs is saved, and everybody can live happily ever after. The whole puzzle thing was never quite explained, but I don't think that was ever really quite intricate to the plot. Holy Jesus goddamn! Holy Jesus jumping Christmas shit!
Well, Kendall, how's it going?
My heart's beating again.
Still want to be a cop?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no way he's joining the force after that shit. I don't blame him.